Through finding God, I wouldn't say necessarily I found, but I would say I'm finding. I'm finding my why. That's been a huge part of my journey, is trying to think about my why. My coach, within the past year of working through my recovery of my eating disorder, has been, what is your why? And it's always been a struggle for me to figure out what my why is. I didn't feel like there was a purpose beyond what I was dealing with on a daily basis. It felt like that was my only reason. I didn't really have a reason to be alive other than tracking my food and figuring out what I was going to do for a workout. And I was so blindsided by everything else in my life that I didn't really have a why. And I think through finding God, I found my why. I think I found a reason to be alive finally. And it's no longer about what I'm eating in a day or what I have to do at the gym or what my body looks like, but it's the people that God has placed in my life in a daily basis, through the people that I have of my family and the people that I've met through church and the interactions that I have on a daily basis at work, that I was always so blinded to. So I think finding God has been finding my eyes. I've taken off my blinders and I've found so much more to life. And Pastor Scott just said a Bible verse in church that really opened my eyes, and that was, you find joy through the Lord in the strength of the Lord. That's really what has happened for me, is I've found my strength through God. It felt like this weight was lifted off of me. It felt like this physical weight on my shoulders just came off. I remember the day I met with Sarah, after deciding to give my life to God, I walked out and I was walking back to work, and my work was like a block away, and it just felt like it wasn't winter outside. It just felt like it was in like the Bahamas or something like so joyous. I just felt like there was like a skip to my step. Like if I was picturing myself walking back to work in my head, it would have been me, like this 6-year-old version of myself, skipping, singing just some song. But I just remember I left meeting with Sarah and I called my dad and I called my grandma and I called Sean, my father-in-law, and I was just like, I did it. Like, I gave myself to God. I would just think, I would just say, you don't know anybody's story. And I think that's been a big part of my own journey, is knowing that the interactions you have within a day, as well put together as someone may seem, they might have the nicest clothes, or their body might look fantastic when you're at the gym, or, they have it all together. They have the ring, they have the family, they have the dog. You don't know somebody's story, and open up and be there to ask somebody their story, because you don't know what somebody's going through.